This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, after the big win over the weekend in Detroit against the top team in the American League, we wondered how would the Rangers do against the worst team in all of baseball? Well, they handled their business. They lowered the broom and completed the sweep. And they added 2 more home runs tonight and added another strong start from Patrick Corbin, who notched his first win since April 22nd. Rangers ripped the Rockies by the final of 8-3. Bring on the Astros, and here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That's where you'll find the great work of Bryce Patrick every single day. Bryce did a really nice breakdown today, looking at the Rangers rotation and where things stack up, and talking about the injury to Corey Seager, who is back on the IL, as we noted last night. And so, Bryce, really good episode today. Go back and listen to it or watch it if you get a chance. And of course, he'll have more to say about this one tomorrow, and we'll, I'm sure, have a great look ahead to this 4-game showdown coming up with the Astros.
This is what you'll be talking about.
The Rangers get the win tonight, big 8-3. I think the only bummer was it took so long for this game to end. I mean, it was over in the first inning, and we just had to kind of wait. But it's okay; it's all right. They still had to handle their business, and I think I kind of felt similar to Bruce Bochy in that, would have been nice, selfishly, if Caleb Bosley could have ended it and they could have not had Garcia up, but it's okay. I mean, he's handling it well, and as I said, he's very quietly been kind of the Iron Man or the MVP of that Rangers bullpen with his durability. He has just been fantastic this year for the Rangers. But aside from that, 8-3 in the final. The streaks continue. The Rangers 5 wins in a row and 5 straight games now with a home run, and the numbers don't lie. The Rangers now 16-8 when they hit a home run, 7-13 when they do not hit a home run, and hit 2 more tonight. Really nice oppo shot by Wyatt Langford, who was bested by Adolis Garcia's late home run in the bottom of the 6th, which was even better of an oppo shot. That was more to center right than it was to right. So 2 big swings there. But again, the Rangers are mashing again. They are slugging, and they are winning. Also, we're going to talk about another solid start for Patrick Corbin, who gave up 3 runs, but still, and I know it's against the Rockies, but if you really watched tonight's performance, I mean, you could tell, started off just not quite as crisp as he wanted to be, gave up that home run in the first, but being a gamer and a veteran, he was still able to settle down, get out of that first inning and not give up any more damage. And then as the game progressed, I mean, he really got going and really got better as the game went on, and really started getting the feel and the touch for his pitches. And I mean, I think the highlight for Corbin in this game was striking out 6 in a row in the top of the 4th and the top of the 5th. I mean, that was awesome, and kind of felt bad for Corbin because had kind of a long delay, and then when he came back in the top of the 7th, the top of the sixth. In the top of the sixth, after striking out the side in the fourth and the fifth, was a little just still kind of not warm, not crisp. Gave up the home run, gave up the hit to Doyle, then gave up the home run to Farmer, but then finally was able to kind of get back into his rhythm again and was able to finish the inning strong. But you can tell that, again, I've said this, it's just such a treat watching these Rangers starting pitchers every night because they're unique and they're different, and yet they're a group and they all have different strengths, and yet they're all good about throwing strikes, being around the plate, and knowing how to get outs. And it was good to see. I mean, you could see that, man, when Corbin was getting that movement, getting his slider to move well, getting his cutter to really cut and drop. I mean, you can tell that he's gotten better and better and better, and good for him. I mean, he picked up his first win since April 22nd. The only bummer was April 22nd. The only bummer was his streak stopped. He had gone 5 straight starts, giving up 2 runs or less, gave up 3 tonight, but still got the win. And I thought still threw the ball very, very well. And so good start for him. Good to see the Rangers just banging out the hits, 8 runs on 11 hits, as was noted during the broadcast. The only starter without a hit tonight was Evan Carter, who did have a couple of walks and the RBI groundout, scored a run. So it's not like it was horrible, but everybody else had at least 1 hit. And again, the Rangers are rolling. And congratulations, too, by the way, to Bruce Bochy. With the win tonight, 2,194, tying the late Hall of Famer Sparky Anderson for number 6 on the all-time wins list. That is really good and really elite company, and can't say it enough. Not surprised. I mean, Bruce Bochy was just a class act. I didn't cover him as a player, but I did cover him early in his career when he started with the Padres, and he was a class act and considered one of the best in the game at that point. Unfortunately, the Padres, they didn't win a World Series title, but they were always well managed, well coached, and always played hard, played the game the right way. And then he went to the Giants and won 3 with the Giants. And then, of course, got us our first here in 2023. And so, props to him. Like I said, that's really, really good elite company. And he has had a Hall of Fame career. I feel bad because now, when I watch Bruce, I mean, I feel bad. I mean, poor guy can barely walk. I mean, it looks like it hurts when he walks, but I know he's okay. I know he's fine, but I mean, he is truly given, his life to this beautiful game, and glad to see him rewarded and continuing to move up that list. All right. This will not take long before we get to our first time out.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Well, 8-3, the final, a 5-run win, but clearly the turning point tonight was the first inning as the Rockies. The Rockies scored their run in the second inning, not the first. I meant the second inning, but for the Rangers, they scored their run in the bottom of the first. Josh Smith walked, got the leadoff hit. Hit the hard leadoff to center field. Wyatt Langford hit the opposite field home run to right. That made it 2-0. Jock Peterson with a hard hit to center field. Adolis Garcia, hard hit to center field. Simeon, a hard hit to center field. Josh Young, a bases loaded walk. Evan Carter, the fielder's choice ground out. That made it, though, 5 straight games with a home run for the Rangers. And good little nugget here, the Rangers tonight becoming the first team in Major League Baseball this season that get 6 men on base with no outs. 6 straight with no outs in an inning. And that was it. 4-0. Rockies scored in the second. Rangers added 2 more in the bottom of the 5th on Jake Berger's hard 2-run double. Good to see Jake finally getting some hits. Hopefully the home runs will start falling for Jake Berger. I did not know that he was leading the team in the hard hit rate, so that's a good sign for him. And he's been better. I think he's been a lot better since he came back from being sent down. And then we talked about the home run for Adolis Garcia, who really, I mean, that was a great at bat, and he crushed that ball to center field to put the Rangers up at that point 8-1. Caleb Bosley, all things considered, did okay. He's all right. Ran out of gas, but again, Robert Garcia gets it done, and that was the ball game. All right, 8-3 the final. Take a real quick timeout. When we come back, going to hear from you via the comment crew. A lot of people have already weighed in. Please share your thoughts on this game, and also we can look ahead to the Astros, who rallied for a win tonight to beat the Royals. So that was a big win, big couple of wins for Houston. So as we've been kind of looking ahead now for a couple of weeks without looking ahead, this is going to be a nice mid-May showdown, 4-game showdown coming up tomorrow night. And what a way to start it off. We'll talk more about that in a minute. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right. Got to let you know what they're doing at Supply House, because you need to know that you can get the supplies you need from the site made for skilled trades. Supply House, whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. It's that simple. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400 plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. You need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros who are looking for an extra edge, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, you can use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Okay, welcome back to the Rangers Postcast. The Rangers over the Rockies to complete the sweep. They lowered the broom tonight by the final of 8-3. And again, I know it's the Rockies. They're the worst team in baseball. But considering where this team was just a week ago and how they looked with not being able to score and showing some cracks, dropping 2 out of 3 to the Red Sox, for this team to turn things around the way that they did with the home runs, the big wins in Detroit, and now coming back home and, rallying the way that they did to win the opener, completing the sweep, and again, keeping the long ball going. Very, very good to see the Rangers handle their business. And now, like we talked about, huge 4-game showdown coming up with the Astros. All right, let's hear from you via the comment crew. We are going to start off with Rockland Revolution, who says, hell yeah. Texas Hobby Bin says, get the brooms out. And I think Jock's fake bunt on a 3-ball count is hilarious. That was good. And, I think a week ago, they would have called that a strike. I mean, that's how things have turned around for the Rangers. Ballfield Ace or Battlefield Ace says sweeping the Rockies was nice, but that's not saying much. Hopefully they can hold on to this momentum when they play Houston. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. James Eustace says, let's see if we can end the homestand in first place. I like that. Chase Erickson, good to have you back on, says, the Rangers win. Bring on Houston. Texas Hobby Bin says, still waiting to see who gets our first Grand Slam. Yeah, missed a few opportunities to do it tonight. Yeah, I guess you could say that was probably the only other little negative of the game is when they had the bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th and weren't able to really break it open or even add another run. I think they'll look back at that and be frustrated a little bit, but it's okay. They still scored 8 runs. And Noah Day says, great game tonight all around. The biggest takeaway tonight was the willingness from the team to hit the opposite field. A lot of the pitchers have been pitching to them away. Great to see them adjust. Yeah, great point, Noah Day. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think they were trying to kind of do that a little bit when they were in the peak of that slump, but again, they were going all over the place, from trying to do that to trying to swing on the first pitch, trying to take pitches, and then looking at called third strikes. I mean, they were all over the place, but they seem like they're really not only locked in, but like they feel very comfortable with what they're doing and what they want to get done. Dave Myers says, on the way home from a great game tonight, sweep. Thank you, Dave, for checking in. Appreciate that very much. Chase says, how much would you say the offensive turnaround is attributed to Brett Boone? I kind of feel the breakout was due more than just him. All being said, I think the changeup, great. I do think the changeup, great. Yeah, I agree. Mike Clark, old win, timely hitting, great pitching. And Redhead says, how about the job Bosley did in relief? Well done. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Isaac Harlan says, we are back as long as we at least tied the series with the Astros. If we win the series against the Astros, we are definitely back. The offense is clicking. Hope they can keep it up against the Astros. And Greg Biggs, my long-lost cousin, we think. Howdy, cousin. Go Rangers. Need 3 or 4 from the Astros. Yeah, I think that seems to be the consensus, right? 3 or 4 would be nice. But I think this Houston team is not the same team, but they are going to, they're going to want to use this as an opportunity to prove to themselves and to everybody else that they can contend, that they're legit. And so it's a big series for them. And I think that it's big for the Rangers as well, because it's like everybody has said. I mean, it's one thing to sweep the Rockies, but I mean, you want to start winning games at home, and you want to become dominant at home, and you want to be able to really step up yourselves and send a message when other teams come into your building, come to your field, and So it's big, but I think considering what the Rangers have been through and where they're trying to go and what they've done so far, uh, huge series. Can't say it enough. Ranger Fan 101 says it's good that the Rangers bats could come together after having to rely on specific players. If these bats can keep attacking as a team, we are ready for Houston. King Twister B says, hey man, I think that Corey should be a first baseman, not a shortstop. I'm really concerned about his hamstring. Well, I'm concerned as well. I think we all are, and I think we all agree that he needs to shut down. And King Twister added defensively, but the problem is Corey is so good defensively at short. He's going to stay there for a little while, for sure. I hear what you're saying, though. I understand what you're saying about wanting to preserve him, and if this becomes like a reoccurring thing, who knows what the future holds. But I think he's going to be okay, and I think we'll be able to see him back out there making those spectacular plays at short. I mean, he's just great. Noah says, I don't think moving Seager to first helps. It would be hard to keep Jock and Berger in the lineup. Yeah, that too. All right. Some great comments. And Chase Erickson says, She's didn't realize I forgot to grammar there. Late nights do that, I guess. Hey, it's all good. I butcher names, and I it's okay. It's all good, man. We're all family here, and we're all part of this process, and glad that you're chiming in. So don't worry about it. But man, what a way to start off the series tomorrow. Hunter Brown and Jacob deGrom. I mean, you talk about a must-see matchup, and like I said, what a way to start this huge 4-game showdown with the Astros. I cannot wait for the game tomorrow night. Hunter Brown is, to me, kind of similar to Jack Leiter, maybe just a little bit more ahead, not much. And I don't mean that as a dig to Jack, because I mean Jack was filthy last night. I mean his the fastball and just the heat and some of the pitches he was making were even the changeup that he got in was great. But we could see, Hunter had more starts last season, and we could see, the stuff at times, but the consistency wasn't there. But he's finally kind of put it all together so far this season, and he's figured it out after a couple of seasons, and he is throwing the ball really well. So, Bryce Patrick made a great point today during his show that, when Jacob deGrom is on, I mean, he is arguably, the best in the world when he's peak. And I don't think we've seen Jacob deGrom even here in mid-May. I don't think we've seen him at his peak at all yet this season. So, look, they know the Hunter Brown, Jacob deGrom. They know what the game is tomorrow. They know who they're going against and who they're going up against and everything else. So, with that said, hope you guys will be back with me tomorrow night. Hope you get to watch or listen to the game tomorrow. But in the meantime, hey, again, last week things looked bad, and here we are a week later, and the Rangers are rolling, having won 5 in a row with 13 home runs in the last 5 games. That's a good turnaround. Got to keep it going though tomorrow night against the Stros. All right, that's going to do it. We'll talk to you again after the game tomorrow night. Thank you for everybody for jumping in and being a part of the show. Don't forget to check out Bryce tomorrow. And the final score again tonight, the Rangers sweep the Rockies 8-3. This has been the Rangers, POSTCAST.